Hey everyone! The traditional concept of bullet journaling is the use of bullets and lists to plan or record, and it's essentially the hybrid of a list, a planner, and a diary. Bullet journals usually contain an index which has page numbers for the content of the journal, a key for rapid logging symbols, which are basically just different types of bullets that help you to categorize your tasks, and daily log, which tells you what you need to get done that day. A monthly log that also comes with a task page for all the tasks that you have to get done that month. And also may contain something called long-term collections, which are basically just specialized task lists. Bullet journals are very popular for a number of reasons. First, they can save you time because bullet journals encourage jotting down thoughts in bullet format instead of long sentences as you would include in a traditional journal. Also, there are unlimited possibilities for what you can include in it or how you set up each page because you're using blank pages which don't have any restrictions. There are essentially no restrictions to the system except that you can't move the pages around, and it can take a lot of time to draw out each page. Now, the main advantage of the Happy Planner is that it's a disc-bound system, meaning that we can easily add new pages, remove old pages, or move around the pages that are already inside. And this itself creates huge flexibility when it's combined with the bullet journal system. Another advantage is that the Happy Planner comes with monthly and weekly spreads already done, so you don't have to draw them out for each month and week. But if you did want to do that and mix up your layouts, you could easily do that because you can just add in the pages using the disc-bound system. I'm personally going to be using the pre-made spreads because these layouts work for my schedule already. They work well for me, and it'll also save me a lot of time to not have to draw these out every single week. So now if we create a hybrid of this Happy Planner disc-bound system and the bullet journal, we can pick and choose what we like from each of these methods in order to get the best of both worlds. Bullet journals often use dot grids, so my husband Andrew and I created this free dot grid printable for you to use for your personal use in your Happy Planner. And all you have to do is just print it out, cut along the lines, and then punch it. And there's light gray to indicate where it should be punched. Do you feel alive? So you can easily just add this to your Happy Planner and it'll save you time and money because you don't have to go out and buy your own dot grid sheets. The link for this printable is included down below in the description. Now I'm going to show you how I'm going to set up my hybrid system. So first we start with the index, and traditionally you would number each of your pages, but for my purposes I'm just going to list which tab each item is placed under because these pages will most likely be moved around in the future. Another great thing about using the Happy Planner is that when you want to write on one of your pages, you can just easily take it out. I'm going to be using 5 tabs in this system. So I have an index tab, long-term collections, habits, projects, and brainstorming. And under index is where I'm going to be keeping my key. So a key is to help you to identify what each of your rapid logging systems symbols mean. So traditionally, a greater than symbol would refer to tasks that didn't get done and needed to migrate. An X would be for a completed task, and an asterisk would be for a task that is a priority and there's several other different symbols that they have on bulletjournal.com. But for the key, I would say feel free to make up your own rapid logging symbols based upon what makes sense to you. Personally, I'm using a check mark to indicate completed tasks, an arrow to indicate tasks that need to be migrated to a new page or rescheduled, a circle to indicate tasks that need to be done. So basically everything that's not just a note, and an X to indicate that the task was canceled. You could also use a color coding system for this. For example, items that are written in blue could be relevant to tasks that are related to maybe chores that need to get done or whatever it is that you need to categorize. Now, since the Happy Planner already comes with basically year in review, which you could use a key to circle certain dates that are related to birthdays or important events on this page. And it also comes with your monthly spread. In this section where the notes are, you could use this for your monthly task log and write down everything that you need to get done for the month. And then as you're planning throughout each week, you can transfer it to that day, similar to what happens in the bullet journal system, and you can also do the same thing for each week. And then on these pages, you can use the rapid logging symbols to indicate your important tasks or tasks that are migrated, just as you would do in the bullet journaling system. So these pages are all these pages related to my Happy Planner that came with it are going to fall under my calendar section in my index. Then under my habits tab, I'm going to be keeping my habit tracker and also my gratitude kind of journal. So here I write the name of the habit that I'm trying to build in this section. And I'm going to write the month that these habits will fall under on the side here. Then I have boxes to indicate each day of the month, which I'll color in once I've completed that habit. And I'll use different colors for each different habit to kind of use a color coding system. I'm personally going to be converting my habit tracker and some of my other pages into a printable so that I only have to draw it once and to save me time. And then I'll just print out a bunch of these and I can use them throughout the year. I'm always trying to look for ways to save time. So using something like a printable in this hybrid system can save a lot of time. So on this page, I'm planning on writing out what I'm grateful for each day, and I'll have several of these pages filled up in this section underneath the habit section. Under the project section, I have my ongoing projects, and here I'm going to write out what my projects are and then break them down into attainable goals and tasks. My brainstorming tab will have all of my brain dump pages, and that's essentially just blank pages for me to brainstorm on in a more organized, bulleted format. And I'm also going to be storing my blank pages back under brainstorming. So if I need more, because I just have so much to write down, then I have these blank pages ready to go right here. Then I'm planning on, under the long-term collections tab, I'm planning on storing things like important info, like addresses or phone numbers, and maybe birthdays under here. So, and this is also where I'm going to store a long-term running task list for items that I'd like to do in the future but don't necessarily have due dates for, and then I'll pull from that list throughout the year. So these are just a few of the collections that I'm using to get started, but I plan to really expand on this in the future. Some other ideas for lists that you could incorporate into your collections might be goals, a gratitude log, a meal tracker and recipes, an exercise log, birthdays, a mood tracker, car maintenance, a page to keep track of your pet's haircuts or vet visits or walks, a money tracker to save up money for maybe a trip or just in general. Trips for planning, you can include packing lists or information about where you're going to be staying and phone numbers and addresses. A health tracker to track your sickness and to maybe track medication that you have to take. And a month in review where you kind of go back over a month what you did well and what you could do better. And there's tons of other ideas for collections that you could include. So the beauty of the bullet journal and the happy planner combo is that it's entirely flexible and you get to choose what you want to add or leave out. I hope this video inspired you to come up with new ways for you to personalize your planner to fit your needs, whether or not you decide to incorporate bullet journaling. If you'd like to see more planner ideas, please check out my Instagram at personalizemyplanner, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye!